Well, here we go into the second map in this best of 3 between Team Falcons and 9 on Vertigo.
And looking forward to seeing how this one is going to shape up. As I mentioned, statistically, 9 definitely have a clear advantage. It's not a map we've seen these two teams on before. So what will Falcon show us tonight?
Very curious to see. KEiiiii going to be able to be the first one to bring in the headshot through. He's going to get flashed out. His teammate with the dual Beretta is going to be able to find the second kill. It's going to be a Python hitting the all-important shots on mynio before he could push onto site and take care of KEiiiii. Going in for the second one as well. Goofy falls short. And now 2 players left. They found 0 kills. They've done very minimal damage. Never mind. Kai takes down NBK, pushes down mid, looking to try and at least open up something here for his teammate. KEiiiii doesn't catch him. Hadas is actually carried on over towards the B area at the moment, going up the B stairs. Kai turns around. He's looking to find a couple of kills here, but they don't realize they're all going to be onto this site. Hadas still is going to be able to find a kill. This is 2v4. Well, it was 2v5 originally. Oh, 1v2 now. Kai with 2 HP, 2 kills, 12 bullets in the magazine at the moment. He's got a dream. He's going to have to hit these headshots cleanly. It's not impossible, but it's definitely implausible. See if he's going to be able to sneak his way around this site. Oh, he looks away for the moment. Clears the angle. He's spotted. He's dead. Headshot to boot as well.
I mean, that was nearly a flawless round for Falcons. So, well done, 9, to at least put some damage into it. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because it was a pistol round. So it's not like anybody's losing any money. And they weren't able to get the bomb down. So, unlucky. I will say, to go from a 2v5 all the way down to a 1v2, not bad. Not bad. If they can keep up that form, we could see a bit of a turnaround. However, it is still the first round, so can't get too ahead of ourselves just yet. And of course, 9 not going to be able to put a spade into this round, and they're coming up against the force of Falcons.
Oh, NBK comes in with the MP9, gets a kill. Body's going to be peeking a little bit too aggressively, finds one, gets the second as well. No, never mind. Stolen away by NBK with his own MP9. Really good start. NBK does go down. That's a little bit unfortunate. We do see Body pushing up. Goofy, close to being able to get that kill. Body's going to be low. KEiiiii gets the final kill. That is a lot of money in the bank here for these players from the MP9 kills. NBK falling does cut that shot a little bit, but still solid.
Kind of magical that Body manages to stay alive there. He had so low HP towards the end there, but a little bit of a backup. And he's able to survive to the end of the round. Very, very good round from Falcons, all things considered. 9, of course, they weren't expecting too much to come out of that one. Again, a bomb plant would have been nice if possible, but it was another one of those situations where it was highly implausible. So instead, it's a force. It's not the best force, but at least they have weapons.
I was going to say slow first part of this this round, but NBK potentially pushed a little bit too aggressively there, or at least made himself known. He gets sprayed down. Misutaaa's going to have to try and make him up for his player falling down next to him, and he's actually going to be playing aggressive, swinging on towards ramp at the moment. KEiiiii finds one. He's going to have to find another one as well. He's spotted out. Misutaaa gets a kill, but traded out almost instantly. 3v3. Health is looking on the side of 9 at the moment. They have a solid chance here to be able to get the first round on the board and deny the bonus. Molly comes out. Going to be denying any player sitting over towards cement. And Kylarro, he's just over towards B, floating around like a butterfly. And he's going to be potentially the killer here. If he can cause this distraction. No, instead it's going to be a full rotation. Python and his teammates potentially going to get read on this. KEiiiii doesn't even check his angles. He leaves it bare. Kylarro going to be peeking around the corner. He's going to go down. It's going to be a 1-on-2. All of a sudden, Python. He's left alone. His player's full. Lots of bodies around. It's like being in a meat mart. Team Falcon is going to be down to 1 person, and that's not going to be good enough. They fall.
Great recovery from 9. Wow. Very well played. Good little bit of aggression there. Good counter-aggression. Falcons got a little confident in that one. 9 able to shut it down. Not easily by any measure. They only managed to make it through with 2 players left alive. But at the end of the day, it's a round in the bag. And that is the ultimate goal. Back 10 on Goofy as well. So some potential for shenanigans early on. As Team Falcon's economy is just about busted.
Hopefully not busted for too much longer. KEiiiii actually popped off last game. It was in body. And as I say his name, of course he dies. And I say body's name, and he does actually manage to get killed there. There's a player sneaking up. It's going to be Kai. He's made his way past without them actually realizing that pick as well. NBK gonna be able to get the kill whilst moving. Gets that frag, but body does go down on towards the side. NBK is going to be going for the peak. His head is going to get blown off. Python, last player left standing at the moment. He's nowhere to be seen. In all honesty, you're probably at the point where you just have to save this gun, and this is not a good save. I mean, at the end of the day, they've got no money in the bank here.
Very well done to at least get a couple of kills out of that. But yeah, I mean, that last round was a very odd force. They went in with what they could, I suppose, and came out the other side with very little to show for themselves. And so into the next round, there is sparse cash to spread between these players. So to hold on to one of these rifles would make a big difference into the next round, as 9 managed to get their second here for themselves. It's a good look so far. We'll see if they can continue up that streak, because their own cash isn't great either. They're still going to be fine into this round, but the rounds have been a little bit too close for comfort. So again, we're getting close to kind of a knife's edge territory. They've still got about another good round in their back pocket, even if they lose this one, but then it's back down into that recession. And speaking of, that's where Falcons find themselves right now.
Just for anyone I was going to say, for anyone asking, currently Team Falcons have one map on the board. They managed to win their map pick on Ancient. I know it doesn't say in the UI, at least at the top part. When it does flash up on the right-hand side on what maps are being played, you can see it, but yes, Team Falcons currently 1-0. It's the best of 3. This map is 9s. See if they're going to be able to try and make it a 2-0, or if 9 can carry on climbing back into this map.
I have to be so wary of these pistols, especially because this is like a death ball setup. And so Falcons are going to be able to play off of each other relatively well. Assuming they do.
Oh, shot's going to be coming through, and there we go. Like you said, these pistols are so dangerous, and then Python, he's going to be chiming in with a A1 of his own. Going to be able to find a kill. Mynio is going to be super low. He goes over the spray. He's going to be able to find a lot of damage, but not a kill. Python eventually going to fall, but mysutaaa with the trade-off with the AK in his hands. They're going chasing. They're hungry for these kills. This round, it looked like it had no hope in, but all of a sudden, we're in a 2v2 situation. AKs in the hands of these players. Regardless, in the perfect position, he finds one, finds a second. Never mind. Never fear. Kylarro's here.
Honestly, a great round from Falcons. 3 kills on essentially a pistol. They had 1 saved rifle from the previous round. So, yeah, on what was effectively a save to get 3 kills for themselves, to do damage to the economy. Fantastic work, and very nearly a round conversion. But unfortunately, could not get that for themselves. What they can get, however, is the AWP for Kenny. They have sacrificed that head armor, those helmets. Make sure that they've got a bit of utility to play with. They're going to need it, because 9 are looking to go in hard and fast.
NBK going to be a key player here. Body as well. That's going to actually deter any kind of push there. B is going to be the place that's going to be pushing. Mynio goes down. Python, he's been playing so good tonight. Nade does a lot of damage. That's going to be 57 points of damage on that player. That is, that's a banger of a nade if I've ever seen one. And they're still looking to set up over towards B as well. All 4 players. I imagine we have to see a bit of a boost coming out. Especially with Hannes with the AWP. They want to try and at least get an initial kill. It's going to be difficult. Python is in a good position where think they may be able to spot him, but it's going to be utility coming out. Flashes should come out as well. They've done with the boost. KEiiiii going to get blinded. He has to back off. Spots out the player, goes for the shot, misses it. Python falls. They're going to be pushing in. He's only got a sniper to take them down. Misutaaa with the A1 finds one, but overwhelmed, unable to contend with the barrage of players pushing in. 9, like you said, they're going to go in hot and fast. That's exactly what they've done and managed with only 4 players. They come out through the other side of 3. Team Falcons with only 2. Body being one of these players, going to be peeking in. He has to clear this angle. He goes with the shots, but unable to hit it. That's going to be rounds. Goofy picking up the final kill. Massive props to the slide of 9.
Really good util usage as well. Like, we saw a relatively aggressive lean towards that A ramp side, but they pull back, they head over towards B instead. They completely overrun the site with some beautiful flashes, getting into solid positions for themselves. And Falcons, sure, they get 2 kills, and sure, that puts a little bit of a dent, but it's at this point it's a negligible dent. And Falcons themselves are going to be down onto a few upgraded pistols as they have lost that lead and are slowly slipping away.
Mynio. KEiiiii going to be pushing up. Body falls. His pistols. I don't know if they're going to get as fortunate as the previous pistol rounds. Goofy. Going to get a chance with Hadas is going to be blowing these players away. We don't see too much action there, or too many of the kills. A little bit unfortunate, but Hadas was able to chime in with 2 kills there with the AWP. Absolutely fantastic. As we go through to the next round, it's going to be the 8th round on the board here. And 5th in succession here for 9, who are looking very good.
That was a slam dunk round for 9. Honestly, a slappening, which was to be expected. Anti-eco, every advantage. Falcons ran into their crosshairs, wanting to get into the next round. Fair enough. Now KEiiiii has the AWP in his hands. He has not been as effective as we'd like to see, which is true of all of the players on the Falcons roster so far. So looking to see if they can step it up a bit.
Oh, NBK. That is not a duel you want to lose. Body does get the, obviously, trade-off, but still not going to be good enough, especially when you got barrage of players coming through. The headshot rings out. Kill does not. KEiiiii is going to be here with an AWP, but honestly not the best gun for this situation. He's going to get mollied off. He's going to have to sit in this same spot. Zeus is going to be peeking. He's going to go down. KEiiiii, he's going to be chiming in with a kill. Not a second one, though. The flick comes through. Doesn't work. Python, he tries his best, but can't snake his way in there.
Aggressive hold from KEiiiii on the site, and does not really pay off in the way that they would have wanted. He manages to get a kill, but he's very quickly overrun by the forces of 9. And with literally no way for him to back out, that was more or less to be expected. He doesn't have cover, he doesn't have a smoke to come out, and even if there was a smoke to come out, there wasn't enough time. 9 just literally rushed in onto his position, so he could not escape. Some of these deep, aggressive angles need to maybe be reconsidered.
Going for the spray. Doesn't connect with anything. He does get a little bit of damage received on his side. Oh, lots of nades were missing, but lots of damage going to be going through. Talking of which, Mynio chimes in, gets a kill, and that's going to be his 3rd so far this map. KEiiiii spots out a player. Body unable to contend with this. Oh, just on point from these players. NBK falls to the AWP, and Misutaaa is going to be the last one left alive. Unfortunately, he's not going to be allowed to go quietly either into the night because Mynio is there. Picks up a kill, looks to upgrade his pistol too.
This is starting to look a little scary if you're Falcons. If you're a Falcons fan, there's definitely a little bit of concern here. As we've just hit round 10. So there is still, of course, quite a bit of wiggle room. But you would expect them to be doing a little bit better on this half. I did say, however, that this map was a bit of a coin flip for them.
Good initial kill from KEiiiii coming in here. He backs off. Python goes in for a second one. Second dipping. They're not going to get punished for that. The bomb is there. Kylarro's still going to have to try and pick that up, but trying to be a little bit more careful about it. His fallen comrades have gone down. And Molly's going to be potentially pushing KEiiiii back as the flames lick at his feet. Doing 10 points of damage. 3v5. And they're still going to be playing aggressive towards this angle. Smoke goes down. Looking to go for the boost here. That may work out decently well. They played actually for a different angle. High going down to NBK. That might spell the end. And KEiiiii is on fire through the smoke and flashed. He doesn't need to see the opponents. He can just sense them. Spider senses were tingling.
I mean, fair enough. I said he was someone we were looking to step up a little bit. And, yeah, well played. Well played indeed. A nice little 3K for himself. And that, honestly, a lot of that comes off the back. So I was just saying that some of those aggressive angles need to maybe be rethought. But literally in the next round, they take a pretty aggressive angle towards those stairs. And KEiiiii goes nuts with a beautiful follow-up from Python. And at that point, 9, they keep pushing that same angle and they just keep toppling like dominoes. And it's happening again!
Oh my god. Team Falcons, they're just finding the right buttons to push here. They're just decimating 9 in the home map. You love to see it. You also hate to see it. NBK pushes on through, on fire. Gets the kill there on mynio. Really well played. There's a good counter position. Takes down Python. But he's tagged down to 34. 2v3 is not over yet. KEiiiii is able to get the kill at the same time onto bodyy. Switches up his position. They're trying to go in for the same place over towards B. They're trying to hammer home the point that this is a site they can take, but they are struggling at times. Misutaaa's going to be the key player for this one. KEiiiii is going to be pushing up. AWP in hand. They have to spot out this player behind this initial just piece of wood. He goes for the peek. They're going to be flashed. He gets a double kill. They set him up. He knocks them down.
Dominoes keep falling, man. And like at the start of that round, again, those 2 early pick-offs right off the bat. And 9, to their credit, do a little bit of recovery. They manage to get a few kills for themselves, but it comes down to a 2 versus 3. And Falcons, again, with a great rotation, a good read onto where 9 are going to be positioning themselves, and a immaculate flash to come through and allow mysutaaa to get those last 2 kills. This is good work. They're starting to climb their way back in. Can't get too excited just yet. There is still a reasonable round deficit, but it's definitely starting to look up.
We're looking pretty positive, and unfortunately that might make them feel a little bit too overconfident on this one. Python's going down. He's actually been a key player. So is KEiiiii, but he gets killed without any issues. Kai, good job. NBK going to get burnt away from that position. He has to back off. Alex going to be going for the peek. Gets headshots. Sent packing. Sent down to the hells. Nade going to be doing a lot of damage. The pusher going to be coming through. Mynio's going to be in trouble. Misutaaa plays aggressive. Too aggressive. NBK going for the spray against nothing. No one's there, mate. What are you shooting against? Bodyy. He's going to go as well play aggressive. Going to be able to find a double kill. That's good and all. That actually takes down 50% of your opponents, but in this situation, you're still going to be a man down. 9 with
and on the wrong
advantage.
side of the map.
Yeah. Just all across the board in the wrong place. Let's see if he's in the wrong place, wrong time here. As he's going to be looking to go for the peak. Potentially going to get his head snapped off by Kylarro, who's holding this area, holding this position over towards CT. He looks away at the wrong time. He's going to get sprayed down, but still survives it. Gets killed to bodyy, who misses too many of his bullets.
So a big part of that is Python on the exact same boosted position over towards B that he was in the round before. 9 expecting that, peek out, get that shot. Happened off cam, but you could see it on the mini map, right? That's where Python died, and it was very telegraphed. KEiiiii in a different position, but also a position where you expect someone to be behind those sandbags over on the A side. So again, he's going to get taken out really quickly. Bodyy does really well to bring things back into a recoverable situation, but he's not able to finish it out, unfortunately. So this is a good recovery again from 9. I said it was too early to be getting excited for Falcons. 2 rounds down, but 9 instantly swing things back in their control. This looks like 9 are potentially going to run away with it.
Yeah, 9 have been doing really good. They've been able to go into recovery mode. Team Falcons, they've been having to play, well, trying to depend on their teammates. Just going for the lone wolf, lone ranger shots and positions. And well, NBK is going to get tagged down very early on. He's still going to be playing it super aggressive here. Now they know that their players are here. Molly's going to be coming out from his teammates. He's still going to be able to play aggressive on this angle. He's playing with death itself. He gets the kill. The trade comes out. KEiiiii makes that work, but unfortunately KEiiiii has no idea if the flash comes through, but unfortunately it was from Kai onto KEiiiii. Caught with a nade in his hands. This round's over. Python left to try and survive. Well, if you can survive this, I mean, hardship is the fruit of life, as it were, so he's going to have to try and make this through. A1 into the next round, is that going to make a difference, Sam?
This is character building for Python. Nah. I don't know, man. I mean, 9 coming into this next... Well, so far with 9 rounds for themselves. If Falcons can get 2 more, then they're at least on par with how they did on Ancient. And Ancient, they did manage to win, you know, kind of at the last moment, the last possible opportunity. They managed to bring it back in their favor. So it definitely feels possible. But again, they have to win the next 2 rounds to get them in that position. If they can't win these next 2 rounds, if 9 go into the half, 11-4, I don't care what law you try and cite, all right? That it's not happening. Falcons are going to be in a serious heap of trouble. And with how the economy is looking at the moment, the attempt to come back into it is going to be met with some serious resistance. And given the fact that they're on the CT side, it's going to be very easy for them to become completely overwhelmed.
That just sort of makes me think about what we were saying as we entered into this matchup, is the fact that 9 definitely have the advantage going into this. And so the fact that Ancient was such a close ordeal, and it was, I honestly expected to go into overtime as well, and the fact that Falcons were able to scrape it through, it was a scrape. It wasn't an easy matchup. So I have to wait and see what happens on the other side. I mean, if they can get at least 2 more rounds on the board, that might be something, but that's the max they can now get. 6-9 is the most optimal one here for Team Falcons with the current score online. Let's see if they can do it. We dive into the action. Aggressive push. Misutaaa's positioned up. Oh, body, come on. Burns to the flames, and now they're going to look to burn Kai alive. He's going to have to push through the smoke. What's Misutaaa doing? He dives through like a bat out of hell. He finds a kill to mynio. He turns up. His teammates are falling. And, well, Kai has an opportunity to be able to get a kill. He just turns around, takes care of business. NBK falls as well in that same moment. It looked like such a good opportunity here for Falcons, and Body finds one, but the trade comes through. And this is their issue. For every 1 kill they get, 9 are just able to get a double. KEiiiii quickly back into this position is great, but Goofy's still going to be having like this locked down. If KEiiiii goes in for the over-aggression, he's going to fall, but he does get a kill. He has to run away. Run for the hills. Kylarro's going to look to catch him off guard, though, as he flicks around the corner. KEiiiii has this red. He's looking to back over towards the other side, but he's too slow. Kylarro too fast, and now Python, again, the same player, is left wondering where his teammates have gone. He's going to have to stay alive, and he did this in the previous rounds with the A1. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it again. I mean, he can't just save Yaska for the clutch here. He's got no kit. There is a kit you can see on the screen over towards the opponents. He knows where it is, or at least it should have been called out to him. So this is why he's sort of wandering over here, as well as trying to get some information. The kit's here as well, and so is Hadas, who hits the headshot. What a round coming through. I thought Misutaaa was going to be able to do a lot of work there down on ramp, but he fell a little bit too short.
Yeah, I mean, I had some questions on that one, right? Like, he dives through the smoke, and that's cool. He gets into the back line, but then he's kind of caught out in no man's land. And up ramp, there are 2 9 players, and towards the bottom of the ramp behind him, there's another 2 players. So he just gets completely sandwiched, and all the value that he managed to get is very quickly wiped off the board. So it's quite unfortunate that that's how that plays out, but it's last round in the half now, and oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought.
Oh, 2 down. Finally, 2 for 1 has gone in favor of Team Falcons, but for how long? Hadas and Ko are going to be pushing over towards B. NBK might well bite into this. If he looks away at the wrong time, he might fall, and that's exactly what happens. Kai able to get that kill. Body's still going to be here. Looks to go for the trade, but the shots are going to be coming through the bottom of the smoke. They go down. misutaaa, Python, last two left alive, and they're going to be baiting the players over towards the side of B. Kylarro's still going to be staying there for a long time. misutaaa's read onto this. He's actually going to be coming down behind at Hadas as well. He might just be able to catch one of the players off guard. Not the bomb holder. Still one lucky. He looks away, turns it back, he falls, and now Python, again, the last player here, Sam, in the final round of this half. He's got an AWP and a dream. The molly comes out, and, well, so does the bullet. Fantastic positioning and plays. Got to give massive props to the side of 9, winning the first half of their map pick. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision.
Alrighty, diving into the second half here. 9 versus Team Falcons. Falcons are struggling as 9 are looking to dominate them on this map that they've proven themselves to be very versatile on. Falcons did such a fantastic job on their CT pistol side. I'm excited to see what they bring through on this one, but I have got a bit of a bad feeling because I think 9 maybe will be able to settle themselves up for this win here. The headshot through the wall is going to be doing a lot of damage. NBK down to 12 HP right off the bat. And, well, Falcons looking to play a little bit more slower now, a little bit more reserved after taking that initial damage. Never mind, Bodyy going to be pushing up. He's been spotted, he knows this. Playing on the angle for the swing, gets the damage, gets the kill. May not expect the player up behind him, he does, gets the kill as well. This player is a one-man army. He gets a double, now locks himself in this position behind some sandbags. Oh my god. Kylarro goes down, Goofy as well. The pistols are just not looking good for 9 whatsoever. Hadass is going to have to get a 5k, an ace. He turns around expecting the player to go in for the backstab, and well, he was right. Unfortunately, he decides to go off it, and it's actually going to end up being NBK getting that kill.
Apologies, I had my mic muted. These things do happen. Anyway, as I was trying to say, best possible start for Team Falcons. Get the bomb down, win the round more than anything else. So there's going to be a little bit of a spend into this. They've got some cash to burn, and it's an interesting buy from NBK, but I'm here for it. Oh. Never mind.
Okay, doing a good job there, trying his best. Gets one kill. Luca's trying to even up the odds. NBK going down is a big move, and well, Kylarro takes care of business over towards Pythons. Unfortunately, he runs straight into the bullets of misutaaa. I think the expectations from everyone is for 9 to be able to pull this one through. Falcons, they've been on a bit of a struggle after, well, bringing in this new roster this year. New players anyway. I mean, Bodyy joining, strengthening up the resolve of this team, and obviously KEiiiii as well. I think we all want to see KEiiiii succeed at some level, but 9 has been such a good team. Oh, 5-7s again at Deagles. KEiiiii, the man I just talked about, he's the last one left alive in a 1v4 versus pistols and an SMG, and he's spraying, and it's going everywhere, but on the players, they fall on the pistol force from the side of 9, who just dominate them in this.
His movement there was so good. Pops up, moves to the side, freaking dodging and diving, ducking and weaving, managing to stay alive under the fire of the AK. Fantastic. Horrible round for Falcons. Like, that could not have gone any worse. They came into that with so much to back them up, and 9 sat down with some pistol. Goes, that was devastating. Oh, that's Falcons back down onto upgraded pistols.
Just knocking them back. I mean, 9, 12 rounds. Look at the decimate and dominate on this map, making sure teams know that this is theirs. Don't try and take it from them. Oh, that's a good initial attempt, but it's not going to work. It's going to be K instead, who's going to be able to get a 3-piece before he falls to the deagle of KEiiiii. A 2v2, I don't think I even expected it to come this close. Goofy looking to try and make this finish up here. Takes down KEiiiii, who had the bomb. Zeus is going to be able to pick up the AK. Oh no, he's still got the SMG on his back. Eventually going to trade up, but unfortunately, far too slow. Kayla's able to come up behind and get the kill by the time he decides to pick up the gun.
I want to say well done for keeping it expensive, especially given that that was just upgraded pistols, but at this point, that has stopped mattering. The only thing that matters now when you are at an 8-round deficit is that you need to be putting rounds on the board. And unfortunately, it just seems like that is a very tough ask for Falcons right now. With the limited amount of time and space they have to work with right now, and 9 just... Okay, that's a good start.
Python carries on. Gets another kill. Wait, hang on, what? They're turning their tables. They get the kills. They get the position in. Follow up smoke. Maybe wasn't needed. Still good to have it in position, though. K and Hadass. The last one's left alive, and it's not worth risking the AWP and A1. If you lose the AWP to KEiiiii, that's going to just boosting them up, especially with that A1 as well. Oh, body goes down, but you know what? He loses a pistol. It's worth the attempt. If NBK plays risk with that, his gun, I don't think it's worth it. They also have extra armor. I don't think they should play around with this anymore.
All right, Eco 2 Electric Boogaloo, but this time, Falcons back with a vengeance, I suppose. Well done. Only losing one player as well, so in terms of their own long-term economy, that definitely makes a difference. It doesn't put them in a comfortable spot by any means, but they're on the right track. They're heading in that direction. Another round on the board here. Very weird round for 9 to win. I'm going to say exactly the same as what I said for Falcons. That was a terrible round for 9 to lose. And especially given what their econ looked like. I mean, this has been so back and forth just within this half that now 9 has a very strange buy. But they do still have that AWP. And Hades has been very good.
Okay, going to be coming in from above to try and destroy them. Mynio too. They're going to be backing off. They don't want anything to do with that area. And I don't blame them. They've not had too much luck. Wallbang from K comes through. It's not going to be to any success. Oh, KEiiiii. He's going to be tagged down to 9 HP. The spray comes through from bodyy. Fires one. NBK with one, but the trade's going to be coming thick and fast. Misutaaa, he's going to have to play aggressive against this AWP player who has already taken down one of his teammates. Python trying to go in for a bit of a self-boost there. If he had a teammate there to boost up, that would be absolutely golden. Apparently the only golden thing here is this 8K in the hands of KEiiiii. Hadass goes in. The bomb is down. They have an opportunity to bring this back. They have got a player who's going to be sneaking up behind them. And he should be able to spot out 2 of the players as well. The shots come through onto both of them as well. They have to play with time, but they don't get it. KEiiiii takes down Hadass. These 2 players are going to be on low HP. Flash comes out. He goes in for the shots. It doesn't land. He has to be careful. He's only got 9 HP. They're going for the smoke here. The defuse, they're still playing around with time. At the moment, he misses a shot. And the defuse can come out.
Falcons starting to feel like that shot at redemption is slowly slipping away. Winning that first map was huge. And given how close it was incredibly impressive. But now, on this map that we've never seen these 2 teams against each other on before, that Falcons does not have a lot of playtime on, and the little bit of time that they do have has been a complete coin flip 50-50. We knew that it was going to be a tough ask, and, well, that does indeed seem to be the case. 9 1 round away from map point, from taking us to map 3, and it looks like they may just secure it.
Okay, with that first initial kill, absolutely huge. KEiiiii with the scout, goes in for the shot, hits it through the smoke, goes in for the follow-up, but decides not to shoot. May end up falling to this player. Bodyy, though, turns around, gets the initial damage, but it's going to be mynio getting shot by KEiiiii in the end, so that does the kill. 4v3 advantage. Manpower on Team Falcon side by a long shot, but Kylarro's in a great position. This flank is so crucial. If he can now just lock down this rotation, he's got pretty much half the map down by himself. And he's just going to continue pushing. He has no chill. He's just going to keep going. He doesn't know exactly where they are, but as soon as they make any noise, he's going to be able to go in for the backstab, and this should be the win and play from them. Okay, with the AWP as well, gets the first shot. It's not going to be a kill. This means it's going to be harder for him to go in for the peak, but that means that KEiiiii can now go for the action. Bodyy is going to go down. K can't do anything. Wow! From behind. Kylarro tries his best, but he's read like a book.
That's insane. All of those positions were so well read by Team Falcons. And as they started to move in towards site, right, we're looking at it, we're like, oh man, the pincer potential here, the lurk from behind, like this could all fall apart. But then you see one of Falcons' players, he's watching. He doesn't have his back in that direction, but he's kind of watching the cross, waiting for a player to potentially kind of cross in front of him. And that's it. What?
Okay.
Guys, the round barely started. Calm down.
K is just like, YOLO, rushes in with the MP9 and kills misutaaa, which is funny because that's the player who tended to go for a bit of a YOLO play down ramp with an MP9. So, oh, come on. Keep the X-ray on, please. I want to know what's going on. Oh.
Not allowed.
Oh, that's tried. Kind of the A1 hit. He's a player who was key for the last round. Unfortunately, with him going down, it was just not meant to be. Wally going to be burning down that position. They should be able to push on through. Versus 2 pistols and a rifle. You'd think this is theirs in the bag. And Goofy falling, that's going to potentially secure it. Maybe not. Kylarro, he's going to go mad. Finds 2 kills. All of a sudden, we're looking at a 2v2. Python's still going to be playing around with this. He's going to be going in for the plan. Kylarro has to decide if he wants to try and be proactive on this. His teammate's going to be dead. It's going to be a 1v2. They're going to be playing solo, though. Luckily for Python, he gets the kill, but that was very dangerous.
4 rounds on board for Falcons in this half so far. Not bad. Not bad. It's not fantastic yet. They're not out of the danger zone. They're actually probably on the highway to the danger zone. But they're looking to take the next off-ramp. I've extended this metaphor far too long. But, I mean, yeah, Falcons are doing really well. Good adaptations, good reads into Nine's movements. Good responses, good angles, good utility.
Oh, what? NBK with the triple. Obviously, they're just pistols, but still.
Good stuff.
He was flashed. Python going to be playing aggressive. Does check the angle. That's very smart. And last player is going to be kind of... He's not going to be looking to make this one, you know, a super fast one. He's got the Zeus in hand. Let's see if he can turn this around. Well, he turns around. Don't really see him being able to do too much here. He's going to get caught off hurt here. There you go, body. Headshot comes through. Are we looking at potential overtime? I mean, it's still a long way off here, Sam.
I mean, I predicted at least 1 overtime. So if it's going to be this map, why the hell not? I could see it happening. Falcons starting to really pick up the pacing here quite a bit. Bearing in mind that was an anti-eco, so that does go the way we expected. Nine's struggling quite a lot here against the Falcons on squad. There's a lot of bro!
Oh, right off the bat. Just
the same spot! The same spot, bro! I'm so mad!
I think Falcons have realized, being like, okay, we made all these mistakes on towards this area. How about we try to, you know, exploit these issues on the other side? So as soon as they do this, they're actually going to be able to get some kills. Body, he's going to go in for the peek. Oh! Ness is able to react eventually, gets the kill, but the trade does come through. Python, they may not expect K to be this close around the corner. Sitting on this smoke at the moment, KEiiiii is going to be the one exposed as well. With an AWP, it's not going to be looking good. The kill comes through. He's going to be able to back off. Goes in for a second, doesn't get it. He falls. NBK with the triple of all things. He comes through. This ain't a pistol round.
All right, fair enough, NBK. I mean, go off, I guess. Man, I was about to go off, I swear. I know that that's a good spot, right? It's a really good angle. You can catch players off guard. But see, the thing about catching someone off guard, Dungeons & Dragons players will know this. They need to not know you're there. And if they suspect you're there, you're not going to surprise them. And unfortunately, Nine have done this so many rounds in a row that Falcons have just gone, yeah, there's probably someone there.
Someone behind us. We can feel them creeping. Nine, they're such a good team. They're falling apart on the precipice of being able to try and bring this back and go through to the third map. The shot's going to be coming out. Body's going to get shot through the smoke. He's going to fall. Hadas with the deagle from above. Should be able to find a couple as well. A flash from Kai. K is going to be absolutely fantastic. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage, but can't hit the shots. Neither can Hadas. They're going to be going down. Goofy the trade-off. But it doesn't work. Kai's going to be the last one left alive. 5-7 in hands. If he can get a kill, if he can get anything on this, it'd be fantastic. He has to do the damage to their side, and he is actually in a decent position. But saying that, he gets the headshot. But unfortunately, I think it was more of a neck shot there. Python only tagged down, not killed.
Just like grazed past his ear, you know, gave him a little bit of a haircut. Wow, Falcons, they have closed this deficit. Let's just remember that we came into this half at 11-4. This has been awesome to watch from Falcons. This comeback has been huge. And 9, I mean, they're falling into this trap. They've become so telegraphed, so readable. And to be fair, the Falcons players, particularly players like NBK, have stepped up in a huge way. And it's making a massive difference.
9 looking to try and start this one a little bit better off. Falcons have just been dominating them on the last couple of rounds, but okay, he's in such a good position to take this, but unfortunately the timing is wrong. They get the kills, NBK and Body. They find a couple of kills each. They open up this site. 9 had such a good opportunity, but unable to contend with it. People may be wondering why we're talking so much about Falcons. It's because they're on the come up here. 9 have played so dominantly on this map, but they're just falling apart at the seams at the last moment. The last hurdle. The last 2 rounds here, Sam.
Like we said, it was an 11-4 half. And 9 have just let it completely slip away. That's devastating for them. Forced into a save here because look at that cash. Or lack thereof. Falcons, on the other hand, have more money than they know what to do with. They could buy for themselves and 9 and probably still be fine. Which is a very scary thought. Of course, they're not going to do that. In fact, they're going to take even more guns away. Because, no, you're not allowed an opportunity. You're not allowed to play the game.
They need these kills as well. Goofy has to try and stay alive. He gets 2, and he stays alive. That's huge. They need to whittle down the economy of Falcons badly. Oh, my God.
So impressive. I feel like I need to just drive home this point again. The reason that we're putting so much emphasis on Falcons right now is because they have never beaten 9. In fact, in the times that they've come up against one another, it has been 2-0 victories for 9 every time. This is the first time that Falcons have so much as taken a map off of them. And to be fair, a lot of their matches have been close, right? We spoke about one map went into double overtime, one map went into quadruple overtime. So it's not like Falcons can't step to 9 in this manner. We know they can, but it's the first time that they've been able to cross that threshold, get a map win, and are currently staring down the possibility of actually winning a series. All right, guys, all you 9 fans, I get it. You're sad they're losing, but we have to give Falcons their props. They are doing very well right now, and 9 need to make some changes. They've been way too readable.
Yeah, the same trick can only work so many times. Falcons made a lot of mistakes. 9 made a lot of successes. They were doing so well. Oh, NBK, come on, mate. Flashing yourself like that is a bit ridiculous. 9's position may work out here, and mynio going to be able to get an initial bit of damage. It's not going to be much to write home about. Well, I think Falcons are probably going to be playing a little bit slower. They've decided not to play as aggressive up towards ramp, and this is what we're talking about. Try to change up your predictability. Okay, he's trying to spot anything on the side of these cement bags, but he's not really given too much aside from a couple of bullets rattling his way. Hey, going for the peek, the flash, it comes out, perfect time, and he gets a double, almost a triple. KEiiiii rebuttals with a kill of his own, but all of a sudden, it's looking super bad for Falcons. They're down to 2 players, the bomb is picked up, but the damage comes out. KEiiiii. He tries to retort with a shot of his own. Python. He's going to be playing slow and quiet himself. Goes for the shot, misses the first one. He doesn't quite realize there's a player right behind him. Kylarro with the P90. It doesn't matter. Hadassah gets that kill. KEiiiii is going to be left in a 1v3. Smoke goes out. It's not going to be good enough. He's going to have to do a lot more than this. The smoke isn't a wall. They can still push through it. The nade comes out, but as soon as he goes for a single touch on this bomb, he's going to get pushed.
Hey, we talk about making silly mistakes, and that was around that 9 probably shouldn't have won. And they take a very strong advantage of Falcons' overconfidence, shall we say. well done to them, snagging a few guns at the end of that round as well to make sure that their buy into this round isn't going to be as heavy as it could have been. And that's great news for them because, again, this is now going to be map points. If they win this, they take us to map 3. And they're looking to make my prediction of a 2-1 come true. Maybe not in Falcon's favor, but hey.
NBK pushes up, they play aggressive. KEiiiii caught off guard. Neil's the only player there trying to support this position. Goofy trying to go for the trade, but it's going to be difficult. They've got this one round they need. NBK goes down. Good grenades, good utility coming out from 9. This could be it. They could be taking it to the 3rd map, but at the same time, Falcons looking to try and shut it out now. KEiiiii gets the kill on Goofy. The guns they had, they've been torn apart from their hands. The last rounds, 9, in my opinion, were looking really good. But they had to try and, obviously, make the success in the back of Falcons' mistakes, in which they did. And now Falcons, they come alive, they push over towards B. This time they change up the tactics. They play a rush over towards the B site. Play it really well, and, well, 9 were just caught off guard completely.
Another round in the bag here for Falcons. Even when they stumble. How's that song go? I get knocked down, but I get up again? Never gonna keep me down.
Badass. Good initial kill. Gets the 2nd one as well. Little bit of extra money in the bag. Okay, rather. I thought it was going to be Hadass going to be able to get a couple of kills there, but no, it is that one player. Hadass is going to be pushed to the ladder room. He stays alive.
I was going to say expensive round for Falcons. They don't care. They have so much money. It is a non-issue at this point. So close to the finish line. 9 struggling to close it out. We've seen this before so many times, that mid to late round becomes so difficult to maneuver, and it's becoming so much more important for 9 here to stay alive, to stay in this upper bracket.
Yeah, whichever team, they can be going down to the lower bracket. That is not what you want. They'll face up against domination in the first round of lower bracket. But it's not over yet. 9, they still have guns. They've got 2 chances to win this. And then overtime as well. It's a high chance they do this. They've got the guns, they've got the utility. Mynio with the nade. It only does 7 points of damage. Side of Falcons are slowly starting to creep up. Goofy in towards mid. He has to hold on to this position, but he's going to get mollied out. He has to back off. Change position. Flash going to be coming out, allowing for that peek as well. Good teamwork from 9. They badly need this round now. They don't want to go through to the following one. They've got no money in the bank on most of their players. Hey, Hadass is going to be able to spot out potential player here, but nobody swings, gets the kill. Hadass too slow to respond. Usually on point, but not this time round. 9 are just being decimated. Goofy with 1, but they're going to be getting answered back with 2. Goofy, he turns around, gets another. He's in a 1v3. This could be the 14th round on the board. It is. And no money, or very little on a couple of players. They can force into this, and they have to.
This could be it. This could be overtime. The one we predicted. The one we expected. It looks like this is where it's going to finally happen. Seeing that pause come out. It's a good time as any, I suppose. 9 want to close this out. They need to figure out how they're going to do that. Falcons have just been so good at consistently reading into their movements. So good at winning out those duels. So good at trading when 9 get a kill. To keep things at least somewhat in their favor. So 9 really need to figure out what is their strategy going to be for what they hope will be the last round, particularly because they don't have a full strong buy out of this. It's a force. There's an MP9 on the board. It's not ideal by any measure. And this has to be perfect. It has to be clean, or we are going to hit overtime.
I have a feeling 9 may just be able to bring this back. Falcons may well trip at the last hurdle. Well, it's not even the last hurdle. One of the last hurdles for them. 9. They need this. They do not want to go to that lower bracket. They've been doing so well recently against top tier teams. Even on a map like this. You can see even just from the utility from Falcons, they're kind of stumbling a little bit. That flash from Body missed. It's actually going to cause them to reconsider where they're going. KEiiiii was flashed. Body was flashed. Didn't work. 9, meanwhile, their position is fairly decent right now. Goofy, if I'm right in saying, has been boosted up in towards that mid position. They've got Kylarro over towards the B site. He's playing from rather far back at the moment, but I think that makes sense considering they've only got really one person who can play fast over there. K is going to get tagged down heavily. That's not going to be information that Falcons have in their book at the moment. But Body, he opened this up before, took down Hadas, who was in that angle with the AWP. Push comes through. Hadas is going to be behind cement bags. Body opens it up again. NBK onto Hadas. This is looking detrimental. Goofy has to find these kills. Gets 1, gets 2. They might just be able to bring this back, but the Tech 9 from KEiiiii is going to be able to find one. Going for the second one as well. Going to be able to get it. Now Kylarro is going to be the last one left alive, but he can't do it. That's overtime.
You know what? I called it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I called it. I knew we would get at least 1 overtime here today. And I must say, I predicted a Falcons 2-1 at the start of the broadcast. I'm feeling the 2-0, Tom. I'm starting to feel it. I know you predicted the 2-0 for 9, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Falcons feel... We mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast, right? Falcons is a team that has a lot to prove, particularly some of these players. Players like KEiiiii, who have played at the top level. Players like mysutaaa as well, who has played at a top level, maybe not as extensively as KEiiiii, but he's been there. Even a player like Bodyy, who's bounced around a few tier 2 teams, most recently, as we said, on Heat, but never managing to really crack into those higher tiers. And, of course, some of the newer players that are looking to make themselves known and prove themselves. Very much unproven, untested talent. So when you have that much willpower, that much tenacity, and that much storied experience, eventually, that's going to start to come to fruition. It's taken a little bit of time for them to really get on their feet. We spoke about it, you know, in previous seasons, and they've struggled against 9 in the past, but they've really started to step up here. And 9, to their credit, has still kept it very, very close. They're still an exceptional team. And we knew that coming into this. We were under no illusions, right? You even said you think they're going to win it outright. But Falcons have done well to adapt, and that's such an important key aspect in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for such a long time for Falcons to sort of activate and actually be a solid team. Talking about the player list, they're just such solid players. But they've just seemingly been struggling for so long. And I mean, the last map was 16-14. It wasn't an easy map for Falcons to win and overcome, and it was their map pick. They come into this one, they take it to overtime, and it's still been a struggle. It's the fact that they were able to obviously bring it through on their T side. And yeah, I mean, I made my prediction on the fact that I think 9 were going to be able to win this outright. I was wrong. And I'm, you know what, I'm fine with that, because as long as it's a good match, that's all that matters.
And it really has been, to be fair.
First overtime, Sam. Here we go.
We dive in. Into the deep waters. Orps on the board. KEiiiii and Hades. Gonna look to make some space for their teammates. I'm so excited to see how this is actually gonna end up. There's so much potential here on both of these rosters, and a part of me would be pretty down for a third map.
I see Misuuta's looking to try and deny that opportunity, trying to push in. Hadas gets the first kill, going for the second one as well. This is the shots we want from this player. Body takes down K. It might be too little, too late. A 2 for 1, not in their favor. And I guess looking to be active here. Oh god, Goofy goes down. Python. He's alive and kicking. Getting that kill is good. I guess he's still alive at the moment. His position... They have an idea as to where he may well be playing. That smoke. Going to be putting them off a little bit. Falcon's going to have to play a little bit slow with only 3 players. Mynio playing super aggressive here. So you have to wait until that smoke dissipates. Body just playing behind cement bags at the moment. He's not looking to overdo this. They've got one player doing something, and that's going to be Python. Slowly pushing his position up behind them at this point. Trying to find anything here. There we go. He takes the initial fight, gets a kill. This is going to cause a rotation from Hadass, as well as Kylarro going to be going down. He's been spotted on ramp, I think. Now he has. No!
Oh!
He gets the kill. What's going on? KEiiiii, AWP in hand. Goes with the beak. Fails it. Python has to come in to save the day. KEiiiii going to be caught in the crosshairs. And Hadass with the flick down gets the headshots. They want to take it to third map. Python does not. One kill comes through. He hasn't got the bomb. Now he has, but he's only got 17 seconds. He can't rotate. He has to play up on towards this site. Going all over the place. He's got 10 seconds at the moment. He has no idea where this player is. He has to go for the plant right this second. The denial's looking to come through. They know he can't get off the bomb. Hadass is going to go for the shots. Gets the kill. That is a 4-piece if I've seen any.
The craziest thing to me, so body's positioning is so good. It's so good, and you're like, oh man, he's just about to win this whole round for his team, but he swings out and he loses against the player who wasn't even looking at him. And while he's dying to this player, KEiiiii is not swinging. He doesn't peek out until well after body has died. And by the time he actually does, mynio's looking at him, so he's forced to retreat. And eventually he does go down. And you bring it down to one player to try and 1v2 the situation when the bomb isn't even planted yet. That's always going to be incredibly difficult.
Solid moment coming out from that player. AWP in hands, and this is why I expected more for hit from him before overtime, but he just couldn't keep up with the pressure. Body is making mincemeat of him with his rifle. K gets the kill into KEiiiii. That's a good start to this round. Goofy's going to be able to look to catch these players off guard. Gets a double kill. Just sprays them down. There's no chance. They're just falling like flies. Python, the usual suspect, left to lurk. There's no point in no real point in clutching. Well, not clutching. Sorry, saving here. He's got to try and make this work. Had easy, as people in chat were saying. Python, he's going to be going for the push here still. Still life in this round, but not for long. His head is found. He's gone down. Clean round coming in from the side of 9.
Credit where it's due. There's been a very good wake up from 9. This is the sort of play that we'd been expecting kind of throughout their CT side, and we have seen glimpses of it. But now that we've hit overtime, they've really kind of accelerated a little bit. They've definitely picked up the pace quite drastically, and they know that they need to, because again, they need to win this map to stay in the game and to keep us, or to take us to map 3. So it's a good recovery here from 9. How do Falcons deal with it? Oh, they kill that player in the same spot that he's always in. Cool. I'm so triggered, man.
Either way, Goofy's done a good job in the past. To see if they can do it again and try and make up for his mistakes there. Kylarro's going to be pushing in. Going to be able to find 1 kill. That trade is good. Misutaaa goes down. Nade going to come out from mynio. That lands and it kills NBK. Solid utility usage. Going to be coming out from 9. K coming up from behind. Finds 1. KEiiiii with the trade. No AWP in his hands. Not this time round. Body. He's pushed up already. Somehow made his way all the way up here. Hadass is not having anything to do with this. Oh! Body.
Oy.
Too greedy. Pushes up. He's going to get found. Now KEiiiii is going to be left in a 1v3. He's good with the rifle, but is he good enough? Finds the first. Has to go in for the second one as well. He knows an AWP's found that corner. Has to go for them, but they can't do it. The shoulder peek. It's too distracting. Hadass peeks around the corner. Crouches. Gets the shot. Really well played. First half of this overtime. Going in favor of the team that picked this map.
Much better from 9. Lose that first player in that telegraph position, but the follow-up is there. They have teammates to answer back when 9 start to get a little bit cheeky, start to get a little bit aggressive, force 9 to have to rotate all the way over back towards the A side and cover some really, really solid angles to deny any movement. This was a much, much better round. It's what we needed to see from them ages ago, and it's nice to see that it is coming out now, right? This is the 9 that we expected to be showing up this evening. This is the 9 that we're a little bit more used to.
Yes. Solid player. The fact that they're in overtime, I don't want to put it on his shoulders. It was definitely a team thing, especially with Goofy's position and being very predictable, but he wasn't as sharp towards the end of before overtime. But into overtime, like I said, they've kind of stepped up to the plate. They've been doing really well. See if they can finish this off. All they need is one round. On their T side, we saw how dominant they could be on this side as well. See if they can do it again. Okay, going to be starting off with a bang. They get kills. It's going to be NBK falling as well. Body as well. This round is looking to be over before it even starts. Wow. I said that they dominated on the T side. I didn't expect it to be this dominant without another round going through. They're going to be able to find a double kill actually from the side of Falcons. Misutaaa, Python, chime in with a couple. They have to push this towards 9. Goofy going to be looking to look up behind them. Gets the kill. Looking to teach them a lesson. Misutaaa, last one left alive. I'm right saying the youngest player on this team, and unfortunately unable to win that out. GG, well played. 9. Overcome the hurdle at last and win their map out. Finding it even more difficult than Falcons did to be able to win their map.
A much better recovery from 9, right? Like I said, things were looking a little dicey on that map. It was looking...